This is Stephanie Battolino, and I we're getting to the end of the year. It's the holiday season for, I hope, all of you. Um, and for me, it's very much a time of reflection and, to kind of riff off the title of the book just a little bit. But all kidding aside, I tend to reflect a lot at the end of the year and think about kind of what happened through the course of the year that's coming to an end. And for me, there's a lot of gratitude, a lot of gratitude. Um, I wrote a book and published a book. I have a lot of gratitude for, the work that I do, the training work, the speaking work, the consulting work, that I have an opportunity to do that I have an opportunity to raise up the voices of the trans and non-binary community through my station in life. Again, very fortunate, filled with gratitude. And I think it's helpful. My dad, was very young. And even throughout all of my adolescent years and whatnot, when I was very involved in sports, he very much preached, be humble in your accomplishments. You do everything that you do in life, have it grounded in humility. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And that comes to mind as I share these thoughts with you today. One of the other things that I am grateful for is the involvement that I have had now for almost 8 years as a board member at PFLAG National. It's an amazing organization. And then a new organization that I've been very fortunate and have a lot of gratitude around being a part of the kind of the organic beginning of it, called Trans New York. I was just recently voted in as the president of their board. Dr. Jen Hurley is doing great work, and it's just wonderful to be at the start of something that I know will be very impactful for the trans and the non-binary community. So I have a lot of gratitude around that, a lot of gratitude around really understanding what it means to be a part of something that's bigger than just yourself. And those two organizations very much bring me to the roots of humility when I think about all the work that's being done, the tireless work that's being done in both organizations. And if you haven't done any year-end contributions yet, you might want to consider PFLAG National and Trans New York in your giving plans for the between now and the end of the year. One of the other things that I'm grateful for, and some of you know this, some of you may not, I'm a very spiritual person. And over the course of like the last month or so, I had a chance to deliver a sermon via Zoom for the Church of the Redeemer in Morristown, New Jersey, which served as my spiritual home when I really needed it, when I felt very much abandoned by the Catholic Church right after I came out. And I had a chance to deliver a sermon there, and then I used portions of that. I also had a chance to tell my story about my life's journey to the Leadership Council of Women Religious. That was about a week or two ago. And I wanted to share a portion of that, those remarks, as we close on this edition, this year-end edition. And before I do that, though, I want to just stop and wish everyone, if you celebrate it, a very Merry Christmas, a very Happy New Year. Love each other very, very much. Hug and hold close the people that are closest to you in your life. They'll appreciate it, and you'll appreciate it too. But let me end by reading this excerpt. It's very close to my heart, and I wanted to share it with you. Lest we forget that we are in the Advent season, and as we expectantly prepare in eager anticipation to celebrate the arrival of the baby Jesus into the world, now is typically the time where we sharpen our focus on the needy and not just the needy and the necessities of life like food and shelter and employment, but also the needy in spirit that have been pushed to the margins of society by forces that refuse to see their humanness. It is a time when we intentionally share our light with the world around us. One of my favorite scripture readings is from Matthew 5, and it goes like this. You are like light for the whole world. A city built on top of a hill cannot be hidden, and no one would light a lamp and put it under a clay pot. A lamp is placed on a lampstand where it can give light to everyone in the house. Make your light shine so that others will see the good that you do and will praise your Father in heaven. So I ask you, do we have the courage? Do you have that courage to be that light for those that feel theirs is barely flickering? Each of you can make a difference. Your light taken together forms the beacon that can be a catalyst for the change we seek in the world. If you lift up one, you lift up many at the same time. As Tolstoy put it, just as one candle lights another and can light thousands of other candles, so one heart illuminates another heart and can illuminate thousands of other hearts. I think it has a lot to do with allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to have the courage to admit that there is more to learn and more to understand and more to accept about transgender people. Creating space for that opens the heart and opens the mind to learning and to growth. We all possess the virtues to do so. It is our faith, our values, our integrity, and our grace. They are our true north. They show us the path and they light the way. I pray that they will guide you all forward through this holiday season and to the days to come in the new year to create a more loving and respectful world where everyone's life journey is honored in equal measure. Thanks so much. I'll see you again soon. Have a very wonderful holiday season. Take care.